Welcome back, guys, and we're nearing free agency, less than 24 hours away from one of the biggest days and time periods of the NFL season. It comes out just about a half hour ago that the Seahawks signed Michael Bennett before he hits the open market to what's reported to be a 4-year, $28.5 million deal with at least $10 million guaranteed in 2014. Certainly, it would seem that Michael Bennett, who said earlier in free agency there was no such thing as a hometown discount, it would seem he gave a little bit of a hometown discount to stay in Seattle, a place where he's comfortable, a place where he's productive, and oh, by the way, a place where he won a Super Bowl last year. So Michael Bennett will return to the Seahawks. There's several layers to this. First of all, you have to remember, Bennett signed a 1-year, $5 million prove-it contract last year with the Seahawks. And what did he go out and do? He proved it. 8.5 sacks on only about 760 snaps played. Certainly proved it, along with Brent Grimes, another guy who signed a lucrative deal a year after coming off an injury. So good for Bennett in that respect. Also, another layer to remember about this is it was rumored he was almost signed and sealed to the Bears. But it seems as though last minute he negotiates here the last couple days with the Seahawks, errs on the side of returning to a winner, and I can't say I blame him for that. There's something to be said for a guy who wants to stay somewhere and help potentially build a dynasty out there in the Pacific Northwest. And the last layer to this is, what does this do to the Seahawks roster going forward? I mean, you have Bennett signing that 4-year, $28.5 million contract, of which we know at least $10 million is guaranteed. Is that spell trouble for Chris Clemens, a fellow defensive end who's on the books next year for $7.5 million? We'll see how that unfolds here. Remember, Cliff Averill signed a 2-year deal last year at that defensive end position for the Seahawks, so he's still under contract for this year. But certainly good news for the Seahawks. They get Michael Bennett, and most importantly, they get him at less than market value. When you have a guy like Everson Griffin re-signing with the Vikings yesterday for almost $20 million guaranteed and a total value of a contract upwards of $40 million, they definitely got a bargain here in Bennett, but I like the fit. I think Michael Bennett realizes he can thrive in this defense and be a part of a successful franchise. I think that won out in the end, even over going to join his brother Martellus Bennett in Chicago, when it's being rumored that Chicago and another team actually were willing to offer Michael Bennett more money if he hit the open market tomorrow afternoon. Guys, that's my rundown on the signing of Michael Bennett by the Seahawks. I'm going to be covering free agency wall to wall here, so be sure to subscribe. I'm going to keep you continually updated here for the next 3 or 4 days with all the signings. Be sure to subscribe. It's completely free here on YouTube. Thanks as always for listening. Have a great day.